E aí pessoal, de volta aqui mais uma vez para o segundo episódio dessa série, entre aspas, de What Remains of Edith Finch. Foi gravado logo após o primeiro episódio, então não esperem uma diferença muito grande do primeiro em questão de habilidades efetivas. Enfim, esse aqui é o quarto do Ed, que se eu não me engano, coisa assim, que é o bisavô. Dei muito tempo com inocência.
Her room was like a museum.
Quarto dela.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Complicado.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
O cara botou a casa no navio, velho.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Pois é, a família Finch tem essa maldição, basicamente, que as pessoas morrem. Enfim, falando assim parece até um pouco idiota, mas é o que eles consideram como maldição. E é como no primeiro episódio a gente tem esses quartos, cada uma
Even in her
pessoa.
90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Essa maldição que leva as pessoas dessa família e eles pegam e lacram os quartos.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Ai. Dragon. Puta que pariu. E ela guardou o tronco. Rapaz. É uma família bem excêntrica. Eu acho interessante como cada quarto tem essa atmosfera bem única. Vamos continuar o rolê. Aqui.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Bem grande. Aqui em casa a gente tem muitos problemas na questão da organização da pia do banheiro, mas Uma cadeirinha dentro do box. Adoraria ter uma coisinha dessas, uma banheira.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Que pariu, viu, mano? As pessoas tinham muito tempo livre.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Nesse tempo, uma câmera realmente era uma coisa. Precisava de todo um aparato para se revelar as fotos. Se você não fosse querer levar para algum lugar para ter que revelar. Cara peladão. Um cara com um cervo morto. Não faça apologia a caso, não gosto da ideia. Mais uma estátua. Mais uma pedrinha. Deixa eu ver o que tem mais. Mais uma pessoa que morreu. Calvin Finch. Calvin Finch. Essas coisas aqui não existe muita privacidade, não, na família. Nossa. Vertical. Caralho, tem cigarro aqui. Esse aqui deve ser o mais velho, aquele ali é o mais novo? Não sei.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
Ainda bem que a câmera dá aquela puxadinha, porque senão eu perderia.
I guess
esse
my grandpa
diálogo.
didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Acho que meu avô não gostava de história.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Eita. Não tenho controle. Ah, tenho controle.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Então sempre quis voar. Ih, rapaz.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Já vemos que vai dar uma incrível merda aqui.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Cara, sabe o que isso me lembra? Quando eu era pequeno, eu... Que pariu. Eu me balançava.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Quando eu era pequeno, eu me balançava na rede, na sala, tá ligado? E sim, a gente se balançava altão, só que diferente do Calvin.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
A única coisa que acontecia era a rede soltar do... Tá que pariu. Essa casa tá mudando a minha perspectiva sobre literalmente morar nela, porque... Muito foda. Olha isso, cara. Tá vendo que a gente não tem esse nível de complexidade nas casas no Brasil?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Eu tenho aqui, mas deixa eu... ver aqui. Só por desencargo de consciência. Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Cara, isso é mais errado do que possa parecer. Caralho. Barbs. É, se todos os livros não fossem os mesmos livros, eu diria que as pessoas daqui gostam muito de ler. Daí faz muito bem. Então, ler. É.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Olha aí, rapaz.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Nunca se separem.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Caralho. Ah, vai tomar no cu. Aí bota a porra da trilha sonora do Halloween pra se fuder.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Possível que não dê pra derrubar. Rapaz. Será que na cagada eu consigo acertar? Ah, não deu. Vamos lá.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Imaginei.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she
Vou já
first
dizer o que ela vai fazer com essa
watching the
muleta.
late picture show. Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Caralho, que massa. Não, ali era a porta que leva pra coisa. Caralho. Coisa do porão. Cozinha pra lá. Essa porta não tá lacrada ainda. Mas também não é pra cá. Foda-se. Tá aqui, ó. Aqui, ó.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Referências, meu amigo, referências.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. And the truth was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Pequena.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Casando, caralho. Eu espero que não seja o idiota do namorado.
But she sensed
Ou alguém
the
tão
story
idiota quanto.
might not be over yet.
Amiga de mar ligeiro, puta que pariu. Ele sumiu. Ei.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
O cara é foda, né, irmão?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters
Ah, vai tomar no
come
cu.
to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Eita, velho.
Final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Caralho. A única coisa que eu tenho ódio dessa casa é a quantidade de barulho que tem nessa. Eu sou uma pessoa sincera, eu sou cagão. Qualquer barulho que eu escuto eu já fico me tremendo todo.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
É. A mãe era pessoa esperta, né, game? Você nem tanto, né? Deixa lá pra lá. Olha aí, rapaz. É, interessante.
funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Eu não vinha pra essa casa mais nem. Vamos lá. Ah, rapaz. Agora tem como parar a caixa de música porque eu odeio essas músicas. Não tem. A única coisa que essa porra serve pra me dar calafrios. Vou pegar aquilo ali? Não. Coisa aqui? Tem não. Sai. Ela nesse passinho de morcego. Bem que morcego não olha, mas foda-se também. Casa grave. Que nem eu disse lá fora. Meu sonho
Mom
é
said the
ter
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
uma réplica menor do dragão. Adoro essas coisas de ferramenta, mural, essas coisas assim. Acho muito legal. Gostaria de ter uma sala assim. Só que num ambiente
I
menos
saw
macabro.
Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Olha a geladeira.
I
Que
thought
bom.
maybe she was
Tudo que
hiding
queria.
presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Que pariu. Thank you. Que pariu, negócio escuro da porra.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Puta que merda.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Cara, isso é muito normal nos Estados Unidos. As pessoas realmente têm bunkers pra se esconder. Não se esconder, se esconder. Isso. Precaução. É um pouco bizarro. Tomado pelas pessoas que têm seu pequeno refúgio, mas isso aqui eu já acho um pouquinho de, né? Exagero. Trenzinhos também me assustam. Walter. Vamos nós.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you'll be used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stop. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Os Finch são as pessoas meio paranoicas, né, com a morte. Porra, todo mundo morre, cara. É, e gostam de ler pra caralho também. Os mesmos livros, infinitas vezes.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara
Cara,
and Molly.
imagina o trampo que não foi pra fazer isso aqui, velho.
And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun.
Vai refletir isso na minha dúvida? Tem, mano.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Walter era um cara com muita força de vontade, porque fazer isso aqui é um
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Pra te proteger mesmo, porque os Finch não são amaldiçoados, só meio pirutos. Porque, pô, todo mundo morre, todo mundo chega no fim, ele chega pra geral. Simples. A pessoa para pra filosofar na linha do trem. Também pediu pra morrer.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Saco! Vai, minha filha. Agacha ali. Eu achei incrível passar toda essa
But if she
perca
never
de
told
tempo e
me
não ter
about an
uma
uncle
poeirinha.
under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
E minha amiga, mocota. Vendo? Barulhinho.
I don't want to make the same
chiado,
mistakes she
desce.
made.
Eu acho que é melhor terminar por aqui, porque ali vai ser outro rolê. Então eu vou terminar esse episódio por aqui, um pouco menor que o outro. Obrigado para quem estiver assistindo. E eu vou fazer essa série provavelmente até o final, vendo o que vai dar, né? Obrigado e volte sempre, deixa um like, se inscreva. Eu me lembrei que eu não falei o meu nome no primeiro nem na introdução desse. Prazer, meu nome é Rafael. A gente se vê por aí.